Right, so Doug is a welder looking for employment. Hourly rates are available as shown below. Okay. Determine the mean hourly rate. So for you to do the average, let's count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So this should be divided by 14. And then you add everything up, which is 33,434? No. 334.34, right? $334.34, right? Okay, thank you. And so your average is $23.88 an hour. If you just go $23.88 with a dollar sign, you're fine. Okay. What's the mode? The mode is the one that appears most often, and it's 2675. Right? 2675 shows up most often, so all you have to do is just state 2675. This one doesn't go over it, but if I asked you for the median, how would you do that? What would you do to get the median? Add them all up, arrange them, and then find the middle. Is there just one middle value you can pick in this set? It's even, right? It's an even set, so you can't just find the one middle. So what do you need to do? Yeah, add the two middle ones up, divided by 2, right? So that's your, it doesn't go over it, but that's what would be required for you. Explain why the mode may be a better indicator of the mean of the hourly rate Doug could expect. You can say something like it's the most common, right? Mode is the most popular or most common wage. So it might be a better indicator. Something like that, something that lets us know that you know why the mode, what the mode is and what does it do, okay? If there's an outlier, is there a really high outlier somewhere? There's 2950. That's a really 28. There's also 17. So if you ever notice a really big outlier, you definitely wouldn't want to use the mean because the outlier skews it, okay? Here, this is what we did yesterday. This table shows the hours per week each student practiced the instrument. Calculate Beth's percentile rank. Percentile rank, you should be thinking of the formula. Right, that is the formula for percentile rank. And we just have to calculate it. So B represents, in this case, all the students that practice fewer than Beth, right? Fewer hours than Beth. So this is the value we're considering. For B, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 students that spend less time practicing. So that'll be 6. Spend less. 2.5 hours. N is the total. Okay, so you just take that. That's it. Sometimes students overthink these ones. Okay, so it's just 6 divided by 8, which is 75 exactly, right? So leave it like that. Do not put percent. If you just leave it at 75, you're going to get full marks. And it's a 2-mark question. Percentile rank is usually a 2-mark question. Just get the top number right, get the bottom number right, boom, right? Okay, next. Choose the letter that best completes the statement below. Removing a high outlier, so if you take away a high outlier, it will increase the mean. That's actually not true, will actually decrease it. Lowers the mean, yes. Has no effect on the mean, that is not true. Increases the median, also not true. Not necessarily. So B is the idea. So why is that? If you have a bunch of values here and you have this high outlier and you get rid of it, as soon as you get rid of it, your mean is going to drop. Okay? So a high outlier, it's just like today's temperature. If you look at our forecast for the last 7 days, if you remove today's temperature, our low temperature or average temperature is going to be lower because today is unusually warm. Okay. Next is the test results. His final grade in the course will be calculated using a trimmed mean. Calculate the trimmed mean or final grade, eliminating the highest and the lowest test score. So you just scan it, you get rid of the highest, you get rid of the lowest. Okay, so you're left with these 4. So for average here, you just have 4. You add them up. What do you get? I don't have that. 240? Yeah, 240 divided by 4, that's 60%. Okay, so the final mark would be 60% in this case. Anybody try the actual average? Let me see here. I'm just going to, because it has happened before, I'm going to go plus 95 plus 40. I'm going to add these two to the 240. That's 375. So just the average is 375 divided by 6. This is the arithmetic. The arithmetic mean. This is the trimmed mean. Which one should that student use? You should go to your teachers like, can you just do regular mean, don't trim it, right? In this case. So if that ever shows up, that's something that I would do. I would find them both and just make a justification like, hey, I would rather take the arithmetic mean instead of the trimmed mean because my mark is higher. So keep that in mind. This one, I will say this. This seems to be a classic over the years, this one right here. Finding your average, your test score, like what do I need to get that final? It is a weighted mean situation, so you multiply, right? So you get 750, you multiply these two. Let me just get that. This is 2550. 73 times 40, that's 2920, and this is 20 times x, right? So this is just 20x. X is the unknown. That's the one we want to find out. And so we want our average to be 80, so we go 80 is equal to, let's add this up right here. So 2550 plus 750. So this would be 6220 plus 20x. And we have to divide by 100 because if you check the weights here, this does add up to 100. So that has to be there. And once you get to this point, I would give you a mark already, for sure. If you get it this far, 1 mark in your pocket, right? And then we undo, right? First, I get rid of the 100, so I multiply this whole side by 100. Cancel that out. You're left with 8,000. 6220 plus 20x. Then we subtract 6220 from both sides. That leaves you with 1780 is equal to 20x. And then you divide both sides by 20. And that's going to leave you with 89% is what is required. You got to score 89 on the final exam to get that 80% average in this particular case. So this is a bit of a review for you, okay? Rhyming.